How you doing? Mike McNulty, gunfellas.com. Today we're going to be reviewing the UTG Accurizing wedge. It is a small rubber wedge that is designed to fit in your low receiver of your AR-15 right beneath the rear takedown pin to create a solid feel and connection between your upper and lower receiver. This is the UTG Accurizing wedge right here. As you can see, it's not very big. It's made out of rubber. It's pliable. You know, it bends. Okay, and this fits right in beneath your rear takedown pin. Now I have one installed over here on my my Stag 223. I did have to trim a little bit off the top. As you can see right here, I took a little bit off the top, and I had to trim a little bit off the bottom with a utility knife in order for it to fit. Very easy to do. Took a whole 5 minutes to install, and I took it to the range, and I have a target here that I'm going to show you, and show you the results from a $2.50 item. Let's take a look at how it's installed. Okay. Nothing like a good old zombie ammo can. But here we go. Here is my Stag 223. And we'll come right over here and take a look. I've got the receiver open. Put a little light on the subject. But right inside the lower receiver, right underneath the takedown pin, you can see the UTG Accurizing wedge. Now it's designed to fit right in there nice and snug. You have to trim it so it doesn't hit the buffer spring, and if you look, when I go to press this in, it's a little tight, it's a little firm. And that's what you want when you're making a connection between your upper and lower receiver. That's that simple. Then we'll go ahead and close it up for you. Okay, just a little snug, but you know, you could tell there's no play at all in the upper, between the upper and the lower receiver, which is pretty neat. So let's take a look at the results of the range to see if this $2.50 item really did have an impact on accuracy. Here's a target right here. Alright. I went out on the range to the 100-yard mark, and let's take a look and see what I did. You see the top target here is an 8-inch Caldwell. It has 4 2-inch targets, and it has 1 4-inch diamond in the center. Now if you look at the 4-inch diamond in the center, that was the first shots that we took without the UTG Accurizing wedge. You can see that the group is not very tight. It's probably, you know, within 2 inches at 100 yards. Not really what we want to see. I know if you were watching some of these programs they have on TV with these great shooters, I've actually seen them put an 8-inch target out at about 50 yards, shoot and hit the target, and everybody was clapping saying, "Great shot, great shot." Not really our idea of marksmanship, you know, at least not in the Marine Corps. Anyways, after trying it again, still in the bottom right hand corner I still have a 2-inch gap here. I mean a 2-inch group here. You know, not really tight, not what we'd really like to see. So I went ahead and I installed the UTG Accurizing wedge, and let's take a look. The first 3 shots that I took are at the top right. This is a 2-inch target at 100 yards away. That's a football field, guys. And you can see we've got a very tight group. 1, 2, 3, all those shots would fit inside a quarter. Okay, on the bottom left hand target, that's a 2-inch target at 100 yards. Took another shot, and there you go, you got another tight group. As you can see, those also would fit inside a quarter. You see, I can cover that pretty much with my fingernail. But nice tight group, so it did make a difference in the grouping. So I went ahead, I probably could have sighted in my scope a little bit better, but hey, I just shot to see where the groups would go, and here's 100 yards. I loaded up a couple magazines, and I went at it and pulled the trigger to see how they would group, and here's what we did. This is a 100-yard sight-in target, and if you look at the center right here, we've got a group that's so tight that I actually punched a 2-inch hole right through the target. That's a pretty tight group at 100 yards. That's what we like to see when we're out there shooting. It's kind of what we call marksmanship. I'm glad I made it inside the big 8-inch area here, but I kind of like to be in this area, and I like my bullets to be right next to each other, so they make a nice big hole in the target. Hello in there! Hey! That's nice. Alright, so for a $2.50 investment, folks, I'd say that's not a bad deal. I ordered it from Larry at Midway, and thank you, Larry, for offering us such great products at Midway USA. Like I said, I believe it was about $2.50 for the UTG Accurizing wedge. I mean, that's one heck of an investment to pull your groups in a little bit tighter. We're always looking for that little bit extra edge, and really, for $2.50 for this tiny little bugger right here, you can't go wrong. Well, thank you very much, guys. Y'all have a great day. It's beautiful weather out there. Get out there and keep shooting. Take care.